Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 17th. This week, we are going to jump right in here. And we are just I'm just going to do a free flow intuitive reading, and we're just going to see what comes up. No, it's not. Thought it was two cards there, Cancer. It's not. But Cancer, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what is going on for you at this time. Cancer. Damn, Cancer. I like it. You show up in a very strong position. You show up as a center card. The center card in the 9-card spread is like the most important card here. So you show up dead center of your reading. Definitely looks like a good reading for you, but let's dig into it here, Cancer. And let's see. You start off with the skunk spirit. It says, know your worth. Yeah, I definitely feel that you need to know your worth. You don't have any of the cards that I would say really kind of embrace this energy, like the Queen of Wands, for example, reminds me of this card. It's like a card of being bold, being assertive, and sticking up for yourself. But I do feel it is going to be important for you to kind of like know your worth at this time. Having the Chariot in the middle is like you needing to be bold, needing to be assertive, but it really does say like don't sell yourself short. You have the 9 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords here. This is good news coming in for you here. For some of you, I feel like this is just a raise or a promotion that you could be getting this week. So if you've been hoping to get a raise or a promotion in work, I do feel this is like a business victory or a work victory that you're having right here. This looks really good. 9 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. It's like major success, major abundance, good things coming in for you here, Cancer. So I definitely feel this could be just abundance. I also feel like there could be like more balance coming in for you here, but this would be financial balance that you are receiving. This first row is a pretty straightforward message, I would say. I do feel like there's good news financially coming in for you. For like some of you, I do feel this could be love as well. My problem is that I feel like this person could be a little bit controlling. I would be very careful of anyone who seems controlling this week because I feel like your intuition is exactly right here. Just because you have the King of Pentacles and you have the Emperor with the Page of Swords with the Devil in this last row. I feel like this is saying that you could be dealing with, you could have a person coming in. It feels like new love to me, and this is why I'm warning you here. And, I don't like delivering warnings. I think it's like, stupid. But for the most part, although, I mean, it's important. But, I feel like it's easy to get on here and deliver a bunch of warnings and get a bunch of views, is what I'm trying to say here, Cancer. So I don't want you to think that I'm saying this to get a bunch of views, but I do feel like there is a warning here. That is kind of like saying, be careful of anyone who seems too controlling. I feel like it'll be very obvious here with this person. So if there's someone coming in for love, I feel like it'll be very obvious, like right away, that they're going to be a controlling person. So again, trust your instincts is what I feel like saying. Obviously, and again, like I said, the tarot works the opposite way as well. If you meet a person and they're nice and not controlling, then obviously this message is not for you. I always tell, like, I don't like, to me, tarot, I think people watch tarot under too much of a microscope and take everything too literally. So this is why I'm saying this. If you meet someone, they seem fine, great. They're probably going to be fine. But again, this person to me that's coming in here, I feel like this is the same person, King of Pentacles and the Emperor here. I feel like it's the same energy, and I feel like it'll be obvious that this person is controlling. Like even if it's a first date, I feel like they will obviously be controlling. So, again, trust that initial instinct is what I would say for you here. But, other than that, this looks great because I feel like this could be definitely like a raise or a promotion. King of Pentacles, again, so love it. Definitely very good for finances. In a lot of ways, I always say, to me, King of Pentacles, it's not like mind-blowing amounts of money, but it's like stable finances. So I'm not saying you're going to like win the lottery, but this is like your finances stabilizing or you getting a raise or a promotion. Yeah, you have the Ten of Swords. I would be careful of this person for sure. Yeah, 5 of Cups as well. Like I said, I would avoid anyone. I would avoid this person. Ten of Swords is like being stabbed in the back. So I would avoid a controlling person. Some of you, this might have already happened. You could have already been dealing with a controlling earth sign person who you feel stabbed you in the back. 5 of Cups is the disappointments, but I do feel like you need to turn around and see the 2 cups behind you on this 5 of Cups energy. Ace of Swords is like a victory as well. So, Ace of Swords can represent some justice coming in if you experience a difficulty with a person. In your next row here, you have the Go the Distance card. I mean, obviously it's a card of going the distance, completing something here. Cancer, you don't really know where you're going. Chariot. It's you coming up in a very strong position. I feel like you have all the power this week, and that's what you need to realize. But At the same time, the Chariot can say there's something we want to accomplish, but there's also rules that we have to follow, right? With the Chariot, especially. So, that's kind of like what I'm getting here. But this to me is good because it's saying whatever you're trying to accomplish, regardless of the rules, it is possible. You're gonna have to follow the rules, or work within the rules of whatever it is that you're trying to get, or whatever you're trying to accomplish. But it's possible. You have the Ten of Wands, the Chariot, and the Nine of Wands here. Yeah, I do feel like tired. Is the best way I could say it. I would just say this is like one of those moments where I really feel like you're gonna have to push through something. I mean, I know it's not sexy. I know it doesn't sound good, but I want to encourage you. I'm here. Part of the reason I do tarot is because I want to encourage people. I mean, that's really all. Really, my tarot readings are just encouragement for the most part, and that's what I want to do for people is push people because I need years ago. That's what I needed, and it helped me so much when I found other people who encouraged me to do things. So. That's my whole purpose, right? And what I would say is I want to encourage you through this. Ten of Wands is like not wanting to do the work. And that's intuitively, that's what I'm feeling here for you, Cancer, is it's like there could be something that you are going to have to like push yourself through, right? Because you're going to feel better on the other side is what I feel like saying to you here. So it's like there's clearly maybe some work or some business that you're going to have to attend to here this week. And I feel you're going to be wanting to procrastinate. But I would push through it. I feel like you're going to be very happy that you did, for sure. Again, I think that, this could just be your job. Could be a project you're working on. Could be a business as well. It's like they're all things. We all have things that we don't want to do, right, from time to time. And I do feel this is like one of the very, very few times where I will ever say to you, push it. For the most part, I feel like we should listen to ourselves. If we don't feel like doing something, there's probably a good reason for it. But this is one of those very few moments where I really feel like if you feel tired, if you don't feel like doing something, I would encourage you to, obviously don't burn yourself out, right? Don't get injured or anything like that. But I would just encourage you to kind of like do work that maybe you just don't feel like doing here with this energy. For others, definitely a victory. Ace of Swords to the Chariot. There's some sort of win or victory coming in for you. I'm almost getting like a legal victory as well. Ten of Wands, like a very long journey. He's been on a long journey here, but he's about to end that journey. He's walking towards this village that's on the card there, Cancer, and he's about to reach that village. So it's kind of like saying, I feel you're about to end a long journey. If you've been dealing with anything like legal or like a divorce or something like that, I do see that kind of coming to an end for you here, Cancer. But let's dig into this a little bit more. Yeah, you have the Death card, like I said, coming to an end. Whatever burdens that you've been dealing with for a very long time, those burdens are coming to an end right now. So I like to see that. You have the Knight of Cups. Could be a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you, definitely. So I like to see that. I do feel like this is like a different person from the controlling person. So if you've already dealt with a controlling person, then I feel this is a new person. And you have the Justice card, exactly like I said something legal. So if you've been dealing with a divorce or something legal, there will be justice in this situation. For others, I feel that this is kind of like a good return here. I really do. I mean, again, really, if I'm being honest with you, the only message, I read intuitively. So, these cards could mean a million different things. But just, intuitively, the only thing I'm getting here in this row is that there's something you want to accomplish. Knight of Cups. In Knight of Cups, he's normally looking into that cup. He's dreaming of something that he wants to manifest. But he needs to cross this river that's right there. So, in a lot of ways, it's like I feel there are a lot of reasons not to do something. But I feel like you have to do it anyway, whatever it is. And again, obviously, I always get someone in the comments saying, you're telling me that I have to go, break the law or something like that. I'm like, use your freaking brain, right? Obviously, this is not about breaking the law. This isn't, somebody always has something. I don't know. I can't even keep up with the things that people say, but, whatever, right? So, I'm done trying to justify the things that I say personally. But what I would say here is that there's going to be something that you have to push yourself through here, Cancer, to be successful. The Justice card, again, definitely says that it will be worth it. Justice is cause and effect. It says if you put the work in to something that is hard, Ten of Wands, you will be rewarded. And, again, that's intuitively what I am feeling here. Next, you have the Devil. Again, I would just be careful. I mean, especially, you don't have any cards here of anyone coming back from the past, but If you dealt with a controlling person in the past, or if you're currently dealing with a controlling person, I would just be very careful of that energy. I would try to keep it in balance. Some of you could be, dealing with like a controlling boss, or like a mentor, parent, or someone in your life that is trying to control you. We're going to have to clarify this row to see, where that's going, but you have the Page of Swords, the Emperor, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Four of Wands would be freedom. It's like you setting yourself free from this. There are people who are celebrating on the other side of those wands there. And the Four of Wands represents a finish line. This kind of looks like a finish line right here, Cancer, at the top of the card. So it's kind of like you are at the finish line, or you're wrapping something up here. I just feel controlled with that Emperor energy. It's almost like he is, the Page of Swords wanted to come out with with him, and it's almost like the Emperor is side-eyeing the Page of Swords. When they're down like this, the Emperor, he's kind of like looking over towards the Page of Swords here. He's kind of like side-eyeing him, and it's kind of like, it has that feeling. I don't know if you've ever like worked with a person or dealt with a person where you can feel their energy. Like, the best way I could describe this, Cancer, is like dealing with a person where, if you've ever dealt with one of those people who, when they're like pissed off, it like sets a mood over everybody that's around them. I don't know if you've ever felt that, where it's like someone's energy is so intense, it like makes you clam up, right? Or, you can feel their stewing, whatever you want to call it. That's like the energy I get here, and I feel you're trying to break free, Four of Wands, from either a person or a situation where there's just a heavy kind of blanket of energy over the situation. That's what you're trying to remove yourself from. You've been asking for this. I feel like you've been praying to remove yourself from this energy with the Four of Swords here, for sure. So let's see here. This is a pretty good reading. Again, I would say that I do feel you're kind of removing yourself from this controlling type energy. Yeah, you have the Five of Wands here, conflicted. You have the Page of Cups and the King of Wands. Love it. King of Wands really is kind of your answer here. So if you're trying to remove yourself from a controlling energy, you're going to have to like be bold, be assertive. You're going to have to take some sort of risk. Page of Cups is your out, in a lot of ways. I feel like Page of Cups could be a new offer or a solution to a problem as well that's coming in for you, where it's like maybe your job sucks and it's like you're being offered a job with the Page of Cups. I am getting some sort of difference here, I would say, where it's kind of like maybe it's a new job and you're trying to escape your job, but maybe it pays a little bit less. But I feel like it would be so much more worth it, because it's like you're escaping the heavy energy, you're escaping the blanket of energy here. So I feel like it's worth it to, accept something that could be a little bit less, And I don't think that's going to be true for all of you. For most of you, it's probably just going to be paying you the same amount of money or more, right? For others, I am getting a side message here popping into my head. With this Justice card, I feel like it's going to be very important for you to kind of like look at the differences of two things here. It's a very specific message that I'm getting here, Cancer, so this might only be for one of you, but I'm getting the message that it's like someone, or I don't know, maybe a bunch of you, it's like maybe you have a job where you are right now. I feel like there's a job somewhere else, like another state, another town, another place, right? And it's going to require a move, I feel, but I feel like you need to really I'm not telling you not to do it, but I feel like you need to take a cold hard look at the opportunity, because I feel like something isn't as good as it seems here. And I don't want to discourage you or anything like that, but one, I feel like there's a better opportunity coming in for you. Number two, it's like you could be like where you are right now, you could be getting paid a certain amount of money. I feel like there's like another job that is offering you more money, but you would have to move. I feel like you would actually end up making less, because maybe the cost of living is going to be higher where you're thinking about moving. And again, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm not telling you not to do it, but I would just take a look. Like I would just say, am I really going to be making more money? Maybe some of you will be, but for others, I feel this Justice card is like really saying, like really weigh it out, really kind of look at your options here and really make sure that it's worth it. It's popping into my head, so I have to say it. For others, I feel like there's new love coming in for you here for sure, but it's like not here yet, is what I would say. So I feel your most important message this week is to go the distance. I feel like your most important message is saying that there's going to be something that you're working on in career. It does feel like work or career that you're going to be working on. It's like you don't necessarily, I feel like you kind of don't want to put the energy into it, but at the same time, I feel like it would be a good idea for you to put the energy into it, because you're going to be very successful But we're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards. I forgot to say that at the beginning of the reading, but we're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards. Feel free to pause the video. 1, 2, 3. I'm also going to answer these all together as well if you don't have any questions. For question number 1, I'd say no. I feel like, again, don't rush. I feel like there's a need to look into things here. So I would just say, I would call this more of a maybe because, I feel like this is saying to like slow things down, especially based off of whatever you're asking. Like if it's a decision that you're trying to make, I would just like slow things down and really kind of take a look at what you're thinking of doing. Knight of Wands, yes, definitely. I feel like that you need to be bold, assertive, and charge towards things that you desire. And for question number 3, I would say no, 5 of Wands, too much conflict here. Putting this all together, it's actually not that bad. Putting this all together, this could be a risk that you're taking. It's almost like one of those things where this is popping into my head as a risk here, Cancer, but I feel like it's saying that you need to like commit to the risk is what I'm getting here, because it's like I feel like you have a desire to do something, like maybe start a business or get into a new relationship. I feel like you need to realize that there are going to be ups and downs. 5 of Wands, but as I always say, to me 5 of Wands is a good card. To me 5 of Wands, I used to call it Indiana Jones because to me it represents taking a risk, running through a temple or something to find your treasure. So I feel like this is saying that you need to be realistic about something like a goal, a wish, a dream that you have at this time, and you need to realize that there are going to be ups and downs, but if you stick with it, you will be successful, plain and simple. I like this reading for you here, Cancer, so thank you for being here, really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. Also, feel free to like and subscribe, really appreciate the support, but thank you, Cancer, and definitely enjoy your week.